throbbing headache and I'll bear the truth. Ace my test, I guess that I'm the best. I guess that I'll be better when the better rest. I just can't get over this bar I've said, so I'm gonna take this bar and throw it off the edge. How could I live the way I did? For so long I've been ashamed of who I really am. Baby, I was faithless, almost didn't make it, but I'm here. Let out all my secrets. Now I'm finally at peace with myself. With myself.
Okay, folks. So I've got the first part of the wall up now. I'm going to make this small section here. It's a little bit smaller than that one. And I'll explain what's going on here so you can get to understand a little bit better how we deal with ventilation, condensations and things like that, cold walls, yeah? So like I said, this is a cold wall. Now this isn't sealed, this wall, yet, because on the other side it needs to be rendered on the outside. So the moisture and the water is going to come through, because you can see this is very porous type concrete. Because it's made with a lot of air in it when they make it to lighten it down a bit. But anyway, so that's the stud work up, and then what we do is put a membrane on the back of that stud work, and then here we allow a 1 inch gap, which nothing touches that wall at all, right? It's fixed at the top into the rafters, and it's fixed on the bottom on these blocks. Okay, so them blocks there, and they go all the way along strategic points. And then I'm going to turn you around and show you a void. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a void there. Okay, so any moisture coming down will come down through there and then down to the bottom, but there won't be moisture as such. It's more about airflow. So this corner here, the joist that comes up, the stud work that comes up here will be on the edge of this and away, so there's a void here as well, so the air can flow around. Okay, and that's the key really. You see the blocks down here, they're all the way around. So that's the first part going up, and then what we do is we put the insulation inside that touches the plastic, and then the paper is on this side. All right, some people, and some, I think they're coming away from it now because they're realising it don't work properly. But what they do is they don't put the plastic on the back. They push the insulation up to the wall and then put the plastic over the front. Okay, and that's the wrong way round. All right, because it's the moisture will leach into from the wall and leach into the insulation. There'll be no airflow, and then that will go mouldy, start to smell, and it smells like a basement. You know, if you've ever been in the basement when it really stinks, that's why it does that, because moisture's wicking into something and it's staying in its place, and it creates moulds and all the other problems you get. But by doing it this way, you stop all your moulds, you get a nice airflow down here, and that airflow comes up through the outside. There'll be a fascia board, and then underneath we call a soffit, and then there'll be some little circles cut in there with little meshes in, and that lets the air in. The air comes in, hits this, comes down here, all the way down, and then moves through the floor. Okay, and I've said that a few times, but it's just trying to get you clued in to how ventilation works. So if you ever have your builders around and they're doing things, this is the way you want them to do it really. This sort of style will keep you mold free, damp free, and the very, very important thing to do is to render the outside of the walls properly. Seal them, render them, whatever you're going to do. Make sure there's no water coming through the wall. That water that's on there now is condensation and moisture in the air in this space, because we're open to the elements still, but also water leaching through the wall because there's no gutter. The water's coming down, hitting the scaffold, bouncing onto the wall and running down the wall, so it's leaching through. That's why it's over, but that'll dry out soon, so that's not a problem. Anyway, hope you get a gist of that, and now I'm going to crack on with that one.
Leave the way I did. For so long I've been ashamed of who I really am.
So I had a bad morning's work. Got this wall all up now, all the plastic on the back, and giving it the 1 inch gap round the back of it, or just over it is actually. It's about 30 mil to be technical. I'm just gonna bring up my electrics through a drill a hole through there and over here, sort the water pipe out, and then I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I'll crack on with this side and do this wall, or start it anyway, see how far I get. But you could hear the rain. I have never known so much rain in all my life. It must have been raining now for 2 months, virtually every day. Depressing. Okay folks, so a little heads up for you. So I'm now pushing along quickly on this insulation. I have to put battens on. Let me show you them first. So as you can see, both sides, let's put these battens on, okay, and then 2 thicknesses of this. Battens are about 1.25 inches because we're on 8 inch, fractionally under 8 inch joists, and that gives us about 85 mil or just over of insulation. So I do a first row in, and then I just seal them up, and then I put the top one on top, which is these ones over here, and that's sealed from all the air coming up from underneath. So I've got quite a few in now. Sunday, so I won't be working too long. Just want to get maybe these 2 rows in and do the beading on this one, clean up a little bit, and that'll leave me these last 3 to do tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's looking a little bit different now. And the sound has changed in here now because you've got more density. I've put a little workstation here so I can walk about on here. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. Yeah, so it's moving along now. So that gap over there, what I'll do is all the offcuts won't be wasted. Nothing goes to the tip. They'll all be put in there nice and tight, all at the bottom. And then I'll pour concrete on there. So we've got insulation over there as well, and a little bit coming up the wall. It's looking good. Okay, so all the insulation is in. Bit of an update for you. So it's all doubled up. So it's yay thick now. The longest part of that is putting all the battens on the sides, you know, because you've got to cut them and you've got the legs to cut round. But they're all in. All the services are up now, all the cables, everything in their positions. Let's get over there. So you got one right over in the corner there. There's one in this corner behind this plastic down here, and then there'll be one there. This I ain't closing in yet because I need to pull up the plastic, and then I just want to make sure I've got no more services to go in because they can go in this run here. Yeah, so I'll leave that up for a little while. So what I'm going to do now is start loading in the subfloor. I've just used that temporary. It doesn't go that way. It actually goes long ways like that across the whole floor. So I've got that there ready now. I'm just going to go and load all the other sheets in. There's about another 15, 1 2 3 4 5 6, yeah, 15 to come. So just popping over here now. So everything's up. So what I've done here, you can see loads of little bits, lengths, okay, and under that and under that and under all them it's the same. And what it was the long cuts. Sorry for spinning you around. It was the long cuts that came off the sheets, and I was standing up here. So I don't know if you can notice, but there is absolutely no waste at all. Nothing going on for landfill. It's all used up in here. There's probably a little bag about twice the size of my fist with dust in it, blue dust, this green dust, and little tiny pieces like that. But that's out in the dump, out in the rubbish bin bag to go away with the rubbish bin. And that's it. So a little bit of time, all right, I can take my time. I'm not on a building firm, and I'm not, you know, I'm not working to a time schedule for them. So I get a bit more time to use up all the what would be waste. Not ordinarily, all these little bits here and all the ones under that length there would all be discarded and thrown away. Underneath, what I do is I just put a little bit of sealer in between the joints, push them up. But on the top ones I don't bother, because you're just stopping the draft coming up from the bottom.
How could I live the way I did? For so long I've been ashamed of who I really am. Baby, I was faithless, almost didn't make it, but I'm here. Laid out all my secrets, now I'm finally at peace with my...
All done. Just done all this big run down here. If you turn around, Budo. I've just dug all that over. Last year during the growing season I covered all this area with the bash to get rid of all the weeds. So all I've done now is lightly tilled it over. I had to because the earth was so hard. And then what I'm going to do is cover the whole lot with Budo's black gold, as we say, our homemade
Compost,
which is the big piles over there. So I'll just lay that all the way along, then just gently till it. Then it's ready to transfer all our fruit bushes, which I've counted is about 22, because we had a chat, didn't we, and we said because of how we've planted them in the path, some of them have gone over, and it was just inconvenient when you were walking past. So we think it's better to have all the fruit bushes in one area.
Yeah, down the back of the fence is much easier.
Yeah, it's much easier.
And we've got while we're here, I just want to show them this. This here is a Turkish fig tree.
Yummy.
And you get beautiful figs off of these. Last year it got hit. Well, we bought it from where was that lady's?
Oh,
Catherine.
Catherine, but it was Perpignan Nursery.
Yeah. Well, we bought it from them, and as soon as we got back, it just completely, all the leaves fell off, and it looked like it died. But we put it back in the ground, and it shot up some shoots. It's got some buds. Yep. So it just got a bit of a shock when it got transferred. It must have come out of a greenhouse or something.
I think it did actually.
Yeah, but now it's out in the land. It's learnt to cope with the cold. So we got that. Let's just show them quickly. Coming around here. So this is the fruit lines you're talking about.
Yep, all down here, look.
Along here.
This is, you know, out of our hands. This is how the bush has actually grown. But I just think it would be better to keep them all there. They're up against the fence. Yeah. They're not going to be knocked, or it'd be easier to pick the fruits as well.
And also we want to keep this for our growing beds now, because you're going to see us today. We're going to start widening these paths and changing the concept a little bit. And this is the other fruit tree line, so we've got to do these quickly because they are budding. We're going to take a chance and move all these raspberries as well.
I think as long as we dig a really big root ball, get them straight in. I know we do get a lot of water, rain here, but we'll just water the holes, get them in, and I'm sure they'll be fine.
A few leeks left.
Yep.
They've been nice in the leek and potato soups we've been having.
Well, we love leeks anyway, and there's just so many different things you can do. But yeah, we've got two lovely fruit bushes over there as well, which we're giving.
So we'll just quickly go and have a look at them.
Our patrons, our friend Joe.
So yeah, two of our patrons bought these for us. So we have a Golden Bliss and a Hilling on Maki, I think, Rod. I can't say it. Terrible. But that's a gooseberry, and we've already got some gooseberries, so they'll go nice with them. And then here is, we're going to keep this fruit line in here, aren't we, Tracy? We're going to keep these here.
These are all raspberries and rhubarbs. Raspberry and
rhubarbs. All the rhubarbs are what Tracy done for cuttings. So they're going to stay in, and we're going to keep this as a... So basically what you're going to have is all this down this line, turning round slowly, little herb garden there, and then all the way up that end is all fruit. And then the rest of the garden will be vegetables.
I don't know where you came from, but this road is yours to trail, made to mold into a song that's sung before your day. So you found the beat, the melody, the words to lift your soul. You were made with love. You were made with love. You were made with love for this world. Silence speaks under our feet. The roots signal across the land. Oh, these cosmic plans vibrate, sending souls for helping hands. So you sow the seed and let it breathe until it found its roots. You were made with love. You were made with love. You were made with love for this world. Sometimes the world will move you, push, pull, there ain't no choosing. You were born to the lights of return. Sometimes the mind unravels, goes round in circles, travels. Your home is the heart, all is well. Oh, your home is the heart, all is well. Your home is the heart, all is well. You were made with love. You were made with love. You were made with love for this world. You were made with love. You were made with love. You were made with love.
So you can see what we're doing. We're just pulling this, we went out of shot, Trace. So we're pulling the earth off this pile, which was the bed last year, putting it onto that new wider pile or bed, and then we're going to create a new path. Okay, so we're not wasting none of the compost, because you get a couple of years from the compost like that. It doesn't get spent in 1 year, if you like, but we're going to top that up with a very light top of about 50 mil of compost to go on top of that. So yeah. Okay folks, so I'm going to explain what we're doing. So we've set our pins out. If you remember last year, we set them out as 18-inch beds, but we found that a bit of a struggle and the paths were too narrow. So we're making them now 4-foot beds, and that's going to be all the way up there, straight. You can see the 2 lines to where Tracy's standing. And then they are parallel with this fence here. So we're going to work off parallel, because what happened last year is we set them up starting off of one over there, and they sort of all went out askew a little bit, and then we built the fence. If you remember, we started to build the fence after. So now we've got the fence in place. That's a governor for us. It will tell us which way we're going. We're going to have a nice narrow path here just to get us in and out quickly, and then from now on the paths are going to be around 2 foot wide, as opposed to 16-18 inches wide, and much more flow, because Tracy and me, we only used half of this for growing, or well, we got about just over half of it. We grew from it, and we had massive excess first year, as you do, and this year we don't need so much growing space as such. So you just follow along and you'll see what we're doing. So we're now 4-foot beds, set the pins up, nice parallel off that fence, and they're going to go from there onwards like that. Okay.
Hello there everyone. I'm up at the potager, and it's an absolutely glorious day. We've been really lucky with the weather. The sun's shining, there's a slight breeze, and I've just added 2 more people to our coffee fence, and we'd just like to say thank you.
I don't know where you came from, but this road is yours to trail, made to mold into a song that's sung before your day. So you found the beat, the melody, the words to lift your soul.
Okay folks, so a little update. So me and Tracy have now got the bed prepared. It looks absolutely impeccable. I must say, this looks beautiful. It's a nice deep mulch of compost, probably around about 4 inches deep, 100 mil. What we're doing now, just before we started this, I raked this bed so it was dead flat. Okay, now we're putting down this geotech, and we're making it roughly about 2 foot, isn't it, Trey?
Yeah, 2 foot wide.
About 2 foot wide. And what we're going to do then is we're going to put all the wood chips on there that we chipped up from the machine, so there's no waste at this homestead. We're going by the homestead rules. Anyway, we've got a load in there, and then we've still got the apple tree to sort out, but the rain stopped us so many times, but now the weather's changing. So we'll just take you on to the stand now, and we'll carry on and finish this off, Trey, yeah?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Okay folks, so
As you can guess,
it's raining again. So we can see a big storm coming. So we managed to get the beds done, 1 bed done, and about a quarter of the chippings down on the new membrane.
Yep.
So we're going to call this the end of the video. So don't forget, join us next week, and you'll see us carrying on with this, finishing this off with some other jobs on the renovation. And don't forget, check out one of these videos wherever it comes out.
And if you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share the video, and if you put the notifications on, you'll always get notified when the next video comes up. And also, if you are, you know, happy with what we're doing and you would like to say thank you and have your heart put on the fence, hop along to our Buy Me a Coffee.
Yep, so we'll see you on the next one.